Welcome to Animal a Day. 30 Facts, 30 Animals, Volume 5. Echidnas don't have nipples, which is very unusual for a mammal. Instead, their young get milk from special milk patches inside of the mother's pouch. Milk is basically sucked out through pores in the skin. Electric eels aren't true eels. They're part of a completely different order and are more closely related to catfish and knifefish. Emerald tree monitors may rip off a poor animal's limbs before consuming them. This makes them easier to swallow. Emus are one of only a small number of birds with claws on the tip of their wings. They use them for balance while running. Cocker Spaniels and Springer Spaniels were once the same breed, but split from each other around a century ago. Originally, Springers were just the larger of the litter, but over time they gained more distinctions. Executioner wasps were given the nickname King of Sting for apparently having the most painful sting of all time, though this has been disputed. A sting can cause necrosis and burning pain for days in the area. Occasionally, bottlenose dolphins get extra friendly with false killer whales, and by this I mean they have been observed mating with them, which created an interspecies baby called a wolfin. Ferrets have nasty smelling anal glands that can release a potent stink when scared, like skunks. However, the smell isn't considered as bad, and it dissipates much quicker. There's a common misconception that fleas lay eggs in pet bedding, carpet, or the like. They're actually laid straight on the animal, but they fall off very easily, making it appear as if they were laid elsewhere. When flying snakes need to hunt or travel from tree to tree, they launch themselves out of one tree by first hanging off a branch in a J shape. They then use the rear of their bodies to fling themselves into flight. Despite being closer to dogs, foxes have several cat-like traits. They have retractable claws, which no other canine has. Their whiskers also look more like a cat's, and they purr like them too. The two types of fox terriers combined have the most best of show wins in the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show at 19 as of 2021. In some species of fruit bats, both parents have functional milk-producing mammaries. This unusual trait gives them an evolutionary advantage. Gazelles might be shorter and lighter than you'd think. They only grow up to 3.5 feet or 1 meter tall and weigh about 66 pounds or 30 kilograms. Many are smaller than that. Gerbils, like chinchillas, flop around in dust or sand to clean themselves, instead of using water. Gharials are the only type of crocodilian with sexual dimorphism showing in a way besides size. Males start to develop a large, bumpy mass of cartilage at the end of their snouts when they reach 11 to 12 years old. It's possible for a gnat to lay eggs on the surface of your eye. If not noticed or taken care of in enough time, they'll hatch and start eating eye tissue, which is obviously not great for it. Gouldian finches are one of the most uniquely colored birds in the world. Their feathers look solidly color-blocked, with them having a green back, purple chest, yellow underbelly, white butt, sky blue around the necks and at the end of their tail feathers, and red, black, or yellow on their faces. Great white sharks can't actually smell blood from miles away, but they can indeed smell a tiny bit of blood within 26 gallons or 100 liters of water. Greyhounds are a very popular breed used in dog racing thanks to their speed. They can easily run over 40 miles per hour or 64 kilometers per hour, thanks in part to an unusually high red blood cell count. Hagfish are known for their ability to produce large amounts of slime, which they can use as a defense mechanism and to capture prey. They can release slime by contracting muscles in their skin that force the slime out through glands. Some say they can produce 5 gallons of slime in just a couple minutes. There are multiple mnemonic phrases to help people remember the difference between a deadly harlequin snake and harmless snakes like scarlet snakes. One such phrase is, if red touches black, you're okay, Jack. If red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. Apparently, Havanese dogs are for famous writers. Both Charles Dickens and Ernest Hemingway owned a Havanese. Hawks have been trained by humans for hunting since ancient times. One of the most famous examples is Harris's hawk, which is used for hunting small game. Hedgehogs perform something called anointing. This starts when one smells something new or interesting. It nibbles and licks the object to get the smell in its mouth. It then covers parts of its body with its smelly drool. This might help disguise its natural scent from threats. Adult Hercules moths are very peculiar in that they have no mouth, so no way to eat. They don't need food because of their minuscule adult lifespans of only about 2 weeks. The food they eat as a caterpillar is enough to keep them running that long. Hippos are actually one of the deadliest animals in the world. They are responsible for hundreds of deaths per year, outpacing the measly 20 deaths caused by sharks, which people generally consider scarier. Ibixes can stand on near vertical cliff faces to find hard-to-reach food because of the way their hooves are designed. The edges of them are thin while the centers are depressed. Io moths have eye patterns on their wings that serve as a defense mechanism. When disrupted, they display these eyes to trick the disruptee into thinking its wings are the face of an animal. You could say iris setters have a body that grows faster than their brains since they keep their puppy behaviors well after being fully grown. Thanks for watching. Now take that subscribe button to the zoo.